Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we dive into this video, let me ask you a question. How long have you been learning Chinese? Can you now communicate with native Chinese speakers freely and without any awkwardness? Over the past decade of teaching Chinese, the biggest challenge my students constantly face is this. Even after studying the language for 3 or 4 years and having passed HSK level 3, 4, or even 5, they still struggle to converse naturally and smoothly with Chinese people in everyday situations. And why is that? Let's think about how you learned your own mother language. You didn't sit down to deliberately study grammar rules or vocabulary lists. You simply absorb them through daily conversations with your parents and family, constantly surrounded by those words and phrases. You pick up the language naturally, right? Well, learning Chinese follows the same logic. Today, I will show you how to learn Chinese the way you learned your mother tongue, effortlessly, through immersion, just like you did growing up. Let's cut to the chase. First, it is crucial to recognize that language learning thrives on immersion, just like how you absorb your mother tongue as a child, through constant exposure to the language swirling around you in daily life. Let me share a personal example from my own English learning journey. When I reached a decent level but still couldn't speak fluently with native speakers, I picked an English TV show or movie I adored, select a 10 to 30 minute segment, and play the clip on loop as background audio. Now we come to step 1. Listen relentlessly. At first, this is grueling. You will barely catch a word, but stick with it, especially early on. Everyone moves at their own pace. For me, it took about 3 days of looping those clips 2-3 hours daily. Then something shifts. You start catching random words here and there. That transition from understanding nothing to grasping a handful of words is deeply encouraging. Now, step 2. Write it down. Now, jot down those scattered words you hear. Spelling mistakes are totally fine. Even if you're practicing Chinese, you can start with pinyin. There's an incredible rush of pride when you finally write down what you've heard. Keep repeating until you've captured every word or phrase you can make out. Step 3. Speak like a native. Once you've written down all the words you can catch, rewind the video to find exact time steps of each one. Now, repeat those lines exactly, shadow the audio, mimic the rhythm, and nail the pronunciation. This step is non-negotiate. It's where you correct your accent, especially critical for mastering Chinese tones. Skip it, and you will miss the chance to truly sound natural. Next step, memorize. Once you've spoken enough, turn off subtitles, double-check accuracy, then memorize. This part of language learning can be a little bit tedious, but it's absolutely crucial. After all, practice makes perfect. Now is the final step. Reflect and create. Now revisit what you've learned. Can you use these words in real life? If you have time, take a step further. Use what you've learned to create new conversations. If you're unsure about the accuracy of your phrasing, ask your Chinese friends or language teacher to review and correct them for you. So, to wrap up, learning Chinese isn't about overnight success. It's about immersion, surrounding yourself with the language, repetition, practice until it sticks, and intentionality, focusing on real-life use. Start today, loop a clip, listen relentlessly, and watch your skills transform. See you next time.